Barrister and Basia, that water. Did you see that water? But by the way, welcome. It's a new week. I'm sure your Easter was good, right?
Oh, thank you. I had a good Easter. I saw videos, but to seeing that place personally, I've been through that place times in my life. So to say anything about it, probably based on my personal experiences there. So if that is the story, that is Munya. Munya is one of the largest villages in Buya. That stream, are you still getting me?
Very well, very well. Go
Are you getting
ahead.
me? I was saying that
Yes,
I've seen
please.
their
Go
video,
ahead.
and not just seeing that, I know they're talking about. That place is called Munya. That stream passes through Munya. Most importantly, that source of water comes from the mountain. That's supposed to be the purest source of water around there. It comes from the ground, less than 4 kilometers from it. And going through that community, what costs the so-called council to tap it well? It's an abuse of nature. They're abusing the nature, the natural water, to punish the people. That's some of the one of the best water supplies you could get in the whole world, not just in Amazonia, really from the mountain. And on the side, 6 kilometers, so water bottling company is tapping from that same source and selling it around the world because it's pure. There's nothing there. But the authorities in Munya, that is Buya, cannot even canonize it. You see there, you find bottles and waste dumped all over in the stream. Why? And there's a council. A few weeks ago, I thought we were there with something here closer. Why, if there's anything the council can do, if you cannot manage that stream, what does it mean by if they cannot call what should be done there, not be done there? Are they worth calling themselves a council? Are they themselves government? Certainly not. It's an abuse of action. You move from that one, you go 2, 3 you go less than half a kilometer. You see heap of right there, which they call a garbage disposal company from Boya, carries the garbage and carry it there at the corner of the road in big piles, just next to that water there. The water flows down the corner and goes on and goes on. And so, what is the worth of a council? You have cows being killed there, butcher. Butchers pay for it. They pay a tax. How can and why can't that council area, the Boya Council, build a modern butchery there? By doing what? By simply directing that waste to a particular place and having disposed of it. What is waste from from butchers? The butcher cows, the butcher goats, all that. What is the waste? It's simple blood. It's simple waste washed out of the intestines. Is that difficult to dispose of? Is that even hard waste? It's not hard. It's not bottles. They are not plastic papers. It's just another thing that you could transform it into manure. It's just simple what things that we into things. But then it, why? Because they don't want to do it. Why? Because it is in Amazonia. Why? Because where there's no government, absolutely no government. 100% sure. Had they not our institutions, they will not be where they are. Because in the West Cameroon government, for example, we have the Department of Sanitation. That would have dealt with that thing within seconds. In fact, they would have put out rules on how to construct a butcher house. And we can use that waste. The people are used to people simply dispose that harming in us. But they are not doing it. That is the ordeal we are going through to do this now. Our fear is simply that by the time we come to the journey, we would have lost it. Many people would have taken it, or it will never happen. This is happening in Buya, the capital city of Amazon, the city of the West, the capital city, a certain Mr. Pobia just to visit years ago. There were two maps of Southern and British Cameroon and French Cameroon. That is Boya. Normally, that is Boya. Should this ever happen to Boya in the modern world, to our country? No, just no. For all the what has changed with people killing, people kill cows, butchering is a worldwide trade. We don't find being done that way in Europe or even in other parts of Africa. Why allow this lawless attitude in Amazonia? Certainly, it's not allowed. It should not be allowed. It is either inefficiency or. And so the people have to to learn to do something. If the government is not helping you, you can help yourself. People in Moya can organize themselves, even the butchers. The people can organize themselves, not to throw waste, see bottles and
Yeah.
everything lying.
Well, Barrister
They
Mbese,
can do that.
when when we say, "Oh, if the government cannot help you, you can actually help yourself," we have given several reports here where people come together. There is no road. They come together, put energies together, put resources together, and ensure that there is a motorable road. We've given examples here: the Lashans Bridge and some other roads that were not accessible. People came out in mass to do these things by themselves and for themselves. But there are strategic and important roles that the government must play. But while we're at that, I would want to ask, do you think that the government is not aware of the issue at that slaughterhouse stream? Is it that they are not aware, or you just think it's not so important, especially the fact that elections are around the corner and they would want to focus on some other things? What would be your thought on this? Or you think that, of course, it belongs to Ambazonians, so they can suffer for all they care?
Well, the government is not aware, it's a joke. What is the government? The government is made up of people, individuals. And I can assure you that that thing you call government, are you still getting me?
Just now. Go ahead, please.
Are you getting me? Are you
Yes, I
getting me?
can. Please go ahead. Yes, I can
I
hear
was saying
you.
that.
Can you hear
I
me?
was saying that. I was saying that a government. What is a government? A government is just a word. There are people who work that thing. What constitutes a government are people who sit there and do the work. It is 90% sure that there are people who live in Monya. That very Monya, they buy that meat. They work in the governor's office. They work in the prefect's office. So they know, it's not that they are not aware. They are aware of that. If a disease outbreak occurred in Monya, I can guarantee you a good number of government officials will be affected. So it's not that they don't know, they know about that. What is the problem? The problem is that that is not a political priority to them. If we said it now, if we're on CRTV and put out this broadcast, you surprise me if tomorrow you don't find a tractor there protecting all that garbage just because they want to buy people's vote. They know that once the people are enlightened, that they are entitled to that place being clean. Come election time, they will not vote for them. So they are aware of that. But for them, it is not a priority. If it is a priority, they give the money, they don't supervise it. They should take the money, eat the money, and walk away. Because the contract, if any, will be given by the government. Some government agency, call it a council, call it regional, whatever thing they call it in Bulgaria. It will be given by somebody. It will be given to somebody who has links to the CPDM, to the system, to the structures that have no control over it. And so it's not that they are not aware. No, it is just that it is not a priority to them. When we say, for example, garbage disposal, it is thrown, I said they just throw it 500 yards from that place. Mosquitoes come there. Those mosquitoes don't discriminate who to bite. They bite also government officials. And remember, that stream there is not very far away from where, I don't know where they've constructed. They have a place to construct the Nigerian consulate. just next to that river there, given to them by the government. If the government does not know, the government knows. But it's not a priority, sort of as simple as that. Priority because, first and foremost, the people there who live there have not made it a priority of their own problem. If they rose up and said, this thing is wrong, the government might not do anything, but they can organize themselves. At the very least, they can stop throwing dirt inside that water. At the very least, they can be able to direct go to the butcher house and show how to blood and the waste that comes out of the intestines of those animals. They can do that by themselves. Try to do it, maybe the government would stop you from doing it. Or just try for your own safety. Because the health is yours. Your safety is yours. So if the government is not doing anything, by the government I mean here the council, because I'm sure they have councillors in Moya there who sit in the so-called Boya Council. What are they doing? What are they saying? Are they so blind? No, they're not so blind. They know it. But why are they not acting CPDM? They're just CPDM. They have a hierarchy that will go nowhere until they're authorized to do it from Yawande. As simple as that. They know. They're supposed to know. If they don't know, they're just, but I guess they know. Nobody, you and me sitting here, we don't need to go to a health school to know that that thing is a health hazard population. You don't need to be a medical student to do that. You know it, but it's not a priority to them. For example, for me, I think it's not a priority because it's in Amazonia. I've seen Yawande in Douala, like people crying next problem. It's no priority to them because for Amazonians, we wish all of us die. What